Hi, I'm Brian Keith with Terra Manufacturing, and I'm at our training facility for Terra University. We just completed a class of some local people here that are looking to get into vinyl liners and teaching them how to measure difficult and hard to measure swimming pools. We had just gone over the triangulation, or AB, or a point-to-point measuring system for a swimming pool, where we establish lines in space to where we can get the perimeter of the swimming pool by establishing points and measuring from two other points. First thing you need to do is you need to establish your A and your B points. I always recommend that A goes in the shallow end of the pool and B at the deep end of the pool, and you want 2/3 of the length of the pool, or I always go for a flat rate of 20 feet between point A and point B, and then we triangulate those two with tape measures out to our points that we establish around the perimeter of the pool. The first thing that we want to do is we want to establish our A and our B. I always recommend that A goes towards the shallow end of the pool, B in the deep end, and a good rule of thumb is you want to be 5 feet off the water's edge, and then at least 20 feet between your A and your B point. So there's my A point set there, and then at 20 feet, there's my B point. So what we'll do is we'll start at point 1, go around to 2, and it's triangulation. So you'll have a tape measure from B and A going to that same point here, and like this one, our A to point number 1 is 5 feet even. And then we would measure that same distance from point B. So like A on point 6, 21 feet 2 inches. And then we'd pull that same from B over to that same point. And that's how we get the triangulation to where they can find this spot in space. I have my A tape here and my B tape here. And this would be like what we're calling a 2-tape method, where you would pull both the dimensions at the same time. So on my A tape, I am 22 feet 8 inches. And on my B tape, I am 22 feet 11 inches. And that's that triangulation that you get there. We can also use a point-to-point to establish our breaks. Now, point number 26 here is what we already established was the bottom break, or the bottom of the slope. So we want to mark it on the top, so when we get around to this point as we're measuring and recording, that they know that that is the bottom break there. So we're going to notate that on in our app or on our paper copy as well. After we get our points established on the perimeter up top, we can move down to our points of the features that are inside the pool. Now, this with the wedding cake step and a ledge here, we just continue our points. We ended at point 27 on the perimeter, so point 28 would be this area right here, point 29 where we make a change of direction or a transition, and then 30, and then 31 all the way around to point 40 on these two wedding cake risers. And that's how you use the AB method to measure hard to measure pools.